You're such an asshole.
AssholeConsulting.com. Questions, answers, asshole, me, world's only, older brother, didn't have, kick in the ass. Hate boomers. Hey, Captain, I'm 27 years old and I'm not sure what to do. I did 1 year at college at St. Thomas, but after my first year, I couldn't understand why employers would pay someone with knowledge on crap that was being taught. Oh, yeah, St. Thomas. I asked you, is this the one down in St. Paul, not the island? And you're like, yeah. I'm like, oh, the insanely expensive as fuck one? You're like, yeah. I decided to drop out and join the workforce so I wouldn't go any further in debt. All right. I have spent the last 4 years as a technical recruiter at 4 different IT staffing firms. I was fired from my first recruiting job for no reason. I spent 2 years at my second job recruiting before they increased our job duties to a level I wasn't tolerable with for $30,000 base salary. My third recruiting job allowed me to work remotely, but my non-compete became an issue, and I was recently fired from my fourth recruiting job because my employer thought I totally checked out. Yeah, recruiting, there's some fields... Normally, I'd say you're just a lazy fuck, but recruiting just sounds like no different than multi-level marketing. It's like realtors. I mean, like, I just smell, I see skis. Like, when I do this to a recruiter, I'm like, ew, yuck, gross. I got recruiter slime on me. Oh, these disgusting people. So I would not, it just sounds like the most inferior, dishonest people work there. I just don't trust them. In summary, I've been fired from half my jobs in the last 4 years. I'm 100% burnt out when it comes to recruiting. I refuse to ever work for staffing industry ever again. I'd rather be homeless. Good. My post-college experience has been a total failure. No, it hasn't. I realize that I will need to work until I'm 70 since I haven't put any money towards retirement. How old are you? You're 27. You know what? Get my book, Poor Richard's Retirement, coming out in about 2 weeks. You're not gonna have to work till you're 70, although you probably will want to anyway, but there's reasons for that outside the scope of this request. And I would like to enjoy the next 40 years I spend in the workforce. Naturally, I'm a technical guy. I've always thought math was therapeutic, and although I like technology, I don't like the constant changes that happen in the IT industry. I don't like the fact that women get old or their boobs get wrinkly. I don't like the fact I'm gonna die. I don't like the fact that if I drink too much, I will cause internal damage. I don't like the fact that I'm only 5'8". I don't like the fact that I have to work out to get ripped. I don't like the fact that for good heart health, I have to run 6 miles. I don't like the fact I have to go to school. I don't like the fact I got to do this to make money. Actually, I do like this fact. But do you understand the point I make? Oh, you don't like that. Oh, you sure you don't belong at St. Thomas Academy? Because there's a lot of rich kids that think that. You sure you don't belong with your people? You don't like things. It should be easier for you, huh? Shut up. We don't get what we want, all right? The IT world, the reason people make money in IT is because they're on the constant edge of development and constantly upping their skills to what's ever in demand. So knock that shit off there. I still don't believe you were fired because of anything you did. I believe that industry is there. But that attitude right there is why you will go and work till you're 70 and not enjoyable jobs as well. I own your book, Worthless, and I know that most college degrees aren't worth the paper they're written on, but I'm thinking about going back to school for actuarial science in the fall. There you go. That's good. All right. I always enjoyed math. My memory tested in the top 1% when it came to remembering numbers, and my uncle is an actuary by trade, so I think the skill runs in the family. It's not a skill. You either put forth the effort or you don't. It's not like, oh, our family was really good at math. No, we just put the effort and time in it to learn it. It's not like Asians are good at math. They just study real hard. Not blacks are really good at basketball. They put the time into it. It's not like American women are really good at being fat. They work hard at that, guys. I've made countless mistakes in my 20s, but now I want to get things right. I've had the same group of friends for 15 to 20 years now, and they're all married, having kids, so I don't hang out with any of them anymore. Spend my free time just analyzing my situation, thinking about who I am, what I'm good at, and what I can do to improve my situation. So you're doing that now. You should have done that when you're 17 before you went to college. But everyone has to do this. Most people don't, and they die, never knowing what they want. You're actually doing it now before you're 30, which is a good move. Key points: you got a high IQ, no kids, cash savings, 2,500. FICO score. What the fuck is your FICO? Why do you care about that? You going to go borrow money? Total monthly bills, 1030. That's pretty good. All right, good. Low bills. Total debt, $37,000. 1 year at St. Thomas cost you that much, huh? Oh, student loans and a car loan. Oh, you got a car loan. Ah. I'd like a video response. And I say, okay. Yes, also I had a brain tested. Accident. Yeah, you got your IQ really up there. Okay, look, I like your plan. I like going into actuarial science. I would. You're so pro, and then you're okay. You're naive in one sense, but then you're overly pessimistic in others. No job is good. No, all jobs suck. All right, so this. Oh, I don't like how this doesn't work. And it doesn't matter. When you go into actuarial science, it's going to be boring as fuck. You're going to do a lot of math. You're going to take a lot of tests. That's the reality. Suck it up. Stop trying to find ways around that there's some unknown industry where you just do this little bit of work and you make six figures. It doesn't work that way. Every industry sucks. Every job sucks. Please choose one that makes money and you don't have to pay an arm and a leg over at fucking St. Thomas University to afford it. All right? So I do like actuarial science. Go to the University of Minnesota. I go to Normandale. Go to some, tech college or community college, get your prereqs out of the way there for dirt cheap. Hell, go to Western Governors University, do that for 2 years, transfer, CLEP or DSST, and then go to like a program where there's an actuarial science program. So that I do like. You are not going to work till you're 70 unless you choose to. So don't worry about, oh my God, I didn't save any money. Dude, when I was 27, I was like in worse shape. Well, I wasn't in worse shape than you. I was like, I had no 401k, no IRA. I was like, and I was worried, I gotta get my master's. I have to do that. I was like, you know what? It was all bullshit. I'm glad I didn't get my MBA. So it's good that you dropped out of school while you did. Could you imagine if you went to St. Thomas, got some worthless degree, and you had $120,000 in debt? I know you think you're behind the eight ball, but you are very far ahead compared to, maybe not too far ahead, because you got a car loan. But you're not that bad. And the honest truth is no one's saving up for retirement, even the baby boomers. So fuck that shit. It's going to be like the housing market. It's going to get bailed out. People aren't going to have the money. So don't worry about saving for retirement. You'll still have it. You get in actuarial science, you start making $67,000 a year, you'll have more than enough money to retire. As long as you don't have kids or things you can't afford, like cars. The only thing, there's 1%. Yeah, and you have the mathematical, you certainly have the raw IQ to do it. But yeah, I would just, don't let yourself get down. Everybody makes mistakes. You've made mistakes. And they're not that bad, actually. I mean, compared to people like have kids they can't afford, going to get divorced pretty soon. All your buddies are getting married now. Wait till they get divorced. You stopped going to school, and when you didn't know what to do, you worked off some debt. You worked. That's good. So even though you're not like moving and shaking like everybody is at your age group, realize they're lying about their success. You're not falling behind. If you go back to school for actuarial science, you have more than enough time to save up for retirement. But I won't worry too much about saving for retirement because what are you going to do? People, after they retire, they start committing suicide and getting depressed and go on drugs. People's health tanks after retirement. You don't want to retire. Dirty little secret. You do not want to retire. Right? So don't worry about that. You're doing just fine. I wouldn't take any personal offense like, there's something wrong with me because I couldn't hack it in IT or in staffing. Staffing industry is bullshit. So, I don't really take personal. I know I'm a great fucking banker because I fucking proved it. I don't worry about what people think about me in the banking industry because they're the ones who are all losers that keep getting fired. And, we need government money. Government dick, bail us out. Okay, George Bush. I'm not them. So you got to know when to be confident, when you're right, and when to know they're scum, skeezy suckers like they are. So, yeah, no, you're doing fine. Don't go to St. Thomas again. Don't go to no rich preppy school. How the fuck did you go to St. Thomas anyway? Did you have like rich parents? Well, they didn't. They didn't even pay you. How did you get suckered into, I will pay full price, retail price for St. Thomas University? Holy shit. All right, we'll see you later. Doodles.